Hey guys, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura here in Minnesota. We just got another vehicle in today, another one that is sold, and today I'm going to show you a 2022 Acura MDX A-Spec package in the Performance Red Pearl with ebony Milano leather interior with that really beautiful red stitching. So let's take a look. So taking a look, this is the Performance Red. Let me see if I can get the lighting to adjust here a little bit. It looks much brighter in this camera than in person. In person it's got a bit more of a darker undertone to it, which I really like. It adds a lot of depth into this paint. Now, if you aren't familiar with the A-Spec packages, it's mainly a styling package is what it is. So if we take a look, we can see that you've got gloss black trim around your fog lights. You've got gloss black here around your grille. There's our big diamond pentagon grille. Looks like the car's coming right at you even when it's standing still. I love it. We've got these 20-inch wheels with Bridgestone tires. It is a shark gray metallic is the finish on it. Now this is actually the same wheel that they do for the technology package. That's just painted in a different color, and they now have black lug nuts as standard versus having to add that as an accessory. Now, speaking of accessories, the car does have these splash guards on all four wheels. And take a look. When I say we just got this car, and I mean it is still a little wet after getting detailed, you can see it on the ground. Now, going back to the A-Spec, we've got the gloss black around the sides. You've got gloss black around the doors and around your windows as well. Now I do have the key on me, so we do have keyless access with push button start, and all four doors have the keyless function. Now, like I said, this is going to be the ebony color, and this is a Milano leather, so it's a very high quality, very soft leather. And what's nice for us here in Minnesota is it's actually a leather that's made for cold weather. So this is going to stay really soft, really supple over the course of the car's lifetime. Now, looking at the doors, you have this really cool, almost kind of stamp pattern trim there. We do have ambient lighting all throughout the car, there, in your footwells, along the dashboard, everywhere in there. And you can see it's a really nice cabin. They all come with the huge panoramic moonroof up top, gloss black to kind of separate everything else inside. Just a really, really nice place to be when you're driving. Now, both driver and passenger are going to be 12-way power seats with a 4-way adjustable lumbar, and you can lift the back and the front of the seat as well to find the right amount that you want to be at. Other accessories the car comes with, it does have A-Spec specific rubber floor mats. You can see we've got this A-Spec dorsal trim, excuse me. You can get an illuminated version of this dorsal trim, and I do have that in one of my other videos if I'm not mistaken. Now if we come to the back of the vehicle, let me just move the window sticker onto the ground here so it's a little bit easier for us. So coming to the back, first of all, on the door we have that same style here. You do have manual sunshades for both driver and passenger sides over there. The seats, you can recline them by pulling this lever and also fold them flat by pulling that lever. If you need to get to the third row, there's a little button here on the side. If I just give that a click, you can see we're able to get into the third row, and I'll show you guys what it looks like with that third row up. For the person in the back getting out, they just click this button right here. You do also have your emergency pull tab right there. Now to get back, just use your hand and throw it back. Now, if you don't know, on the MDX, one really neat feature that they have for the 22 model is this middle seat right here. If I pull this lever, you can see that folds down, and we can actually fully remove it as well. So I'm going to try and do this with one hand. If you can't see, there's a little lever right here. So if you pull on that lever, let me just put the camera down for 1 second. If you pull on that lever, it unlatches the back of the seat, and then the whole seat can lift right out. Now the seatbelt is attached, but there is a space for it to hide right up in the roof, if you guys can see that okay. Let me just put the seat back how it was. Now, coming back here as well, you do have a bunch of controls. So you've got your fan speed, you've got your temperature, on, off mode, auto, so if you just want to set the temperature. And then down below you have 2 USB-A's and a 12-volt charger as well. And every single MDX will come just like that. Let's take a look at it from the back. So there's our A-Spec badge right there. And let's see if we can really kind of capture this color. So right there looks pretty similar, I think, in person to what it is on the camera. Now let's show you guys the back of the vehicle. With your A-Spec, there is no kick function. You can add that as an accessory. It is standard on the advanced package, but for us, we'll just go ahead and use the lever on the back. Up top, you can raise and lower your tailgate to your desired height and push and hold to set that height. Now this is also how we can close the vehicle. Now in the back, you do have another 12-volt outlet right there. You do have your little grocery bag hook as well, which is fantastic. Now here's, first of all, the rubber cargo tray that comes with the car. Here are the carpet floor mats. I'm just gonna move these out of the way for just one moment here while I show you how we can get our back seats up. So with the back seats, all the MDXs are the same way. It's very simple, it's very quick. You don't have to worry about anything breaking. So all you're gonna do is grab the handle right here, flip it up, and flip up your headrest. If you don't want that headrest down, or if you don't want it up, you can just pull that lever again. And then put it down, grab it, push the seat forward. So very, very easy. Now if we look up in the roof here, you can see there are some cutouts right where the third row person's head would be. Now me being 5'11", 6 foot tall, I can fit back in the third row. My head doesn't touch the ceiling. The one thing I do have to do, however, is I do need to slide the seats up just one click from the farthest back if I want to be as comfortable as possible while still giving as much legroom for that second row passenger. Now, back here, another new feature to the MDX. One side of this is carpet. The other, as you can see, is a hard plastic. So you can actually take this out and you can spin it around. And then now we can have the hard plastic on this side. You can also set it down below. So if you guys are going to a sports game with your kids and they've got muddy cleats or, you know, dirty jerseys, or maybe you're getting, you know, picking up family from the airport and you need more space for their luggage, you can do that. And you've got that very easy to clean plastic all around. Now back here, this is where your tools are for your spare tire. And actually access your spare tire, you just take this cap off right here and it just cranks right down onto the ground. We'll see if you guys can see it down here. So it's right there. Let me close all this back up how we found it. And I'm just going to click the button right here to close it. Now, for your gas door, if the car is unlocked, just push the door in. Opens right up. It is capless, so you don't have to worry about losing a cap. Now, I do recommend 91, but it can do 87 as the minimum, and I do say it right there for you. Now, if the doors are locked and I tried to push in, nothing would happen. Here's just another look from the driver's side, looking into the third row. Once again, you do have ambient lighting all across the back seats as well. And then on the driver door, You've got your one-touch auto up and down for all 4 windows. You've got your window locks, your door lock and unlock, your mirror adjusters, as well as your power folding mirrors right there, which will be on technology package and above. If you push and hold this button here, that will open and close your trunk for you. And one really cool feature on the MDX you don't get on many others, you do have 1, 2, 3 memory seat positions, not just for the driver. Not going to work, it's worth a shot, but also the passenger. So both driver and passenger have 3 memory seats. And then once again, your standard 12-way power seat for the driver's side. Now if I hop in here and close the door for just a moment, and since we're in the show floor, we'll just go to accessory mode for right now. Make sure music doesn't start playing. And let's go to sport mode. So now that I put it in sport mode, you can see some of that ambient lighting down here. We do have ambient lighting in the footwells. I'll show you the back doors as well. So ambient lighting all around. Now with our MDX, you do have a 12.3 inch display up top and another 12.3 inch display right in front of us. That is customizable, so when you do change your driving modes, it does change your style and your layout of your gauge cluster. Now this screen up here, it is not a touch screen. It's controlled down with this touch pad. So you can see we've got a left side and a right side, and up top you've got the left side and the right side. So all you have to do, just swipe up or down on the right side to control it, and on the left it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I go back to the home page, top left corner is top left, bottom right is bottom right, and then click to actually make your selection. So very easy, definitely takes 2 days to get you switches, like with anything. Down here we do have physical buttons for heating and cooling. I like this little blue light and red light that turns on here. Just one extra nice touch on the inside. You've got your heated and cooled seats for driver and passenger, your modes, your fan speed. You do have your rear controls as well, so we can adjust the rear temperature from up here, turn it on and off, even lock it if we wanted to. Now you do have charging right here, so you've got a USB-A and a USB-C. There is also another 12-volt outlet right there in the passenger knee area. Moving farther back, standard wireless charger on all MDXs. And then you've got more charging. Oh, move that out the way. So if we can see it, you've got another 12-volt on the right and a USB in the middle that you can also use to plug in for CarPlay, but it does have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. One other thing, there's a little button right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. If I push in on it, it releases, so you can put coins, pens, business cards, a Twinkie, whatever you want to put in there. Now it is a very, very soft, really nice padding on the armrest. With this A-Spec, we do have your flat bottom steering wheel, and it does say A-Spec right there. And looking forward, once again, one really neat thing that you guys may not know is you can actually change not only the style, so just so you guys can get a quick look. So you've got a traditional 2-pod layout right there, and then you've got a whole nother separate style. So this one here is my personal favorite. I just love the way that one looks. On the steering wheel, I'm trying to straighten out, but I didn't want to turn the car on because we're on the show floor. But you've got your cruise control on and off, your adaptive cruise for your following distance right there. We've got our lane assist, cancel, and then this center dial here allows you to change what you see on the right half of the screen. Alrighty. Left side of the screen, or left side of the steering wheel, excuse me, you've got your power for your radio, you've got your volume up and down, your voice commands where if you click it, it goes through Acura. If you push and hold, it goes to your phone, so Siri or your Google Assistant, whatever it may be. And then you do have an apps button right here that opens up a menu on the left side. So that's kind of another way to go through the touchpad controls without having to use the actual touchpad when you're driving. So it is much, much safer. Besides that, you do have your standard things like your auto headlights, you've got fog lights, and you also have your auto high beam assist as well. This car does have 16 speakers in it. And good luck finding them all, because there are a whole ton inside of this 2022 MDX A-Spec. Again, this color is Performance Red Pearl with the ebony interior with red stitching. Now, one thing, it is kind of hard to see here. I'm gonna try and adjust my camera a little bit. You see the middle, it does have a black micro suede, so whether you do get the red or the black leather, you will have a black micro suede in the center of your seats. Looking up top, you do have 3 garage door buttons right up here, and if you can kind of see, there's a little green light right there. That's just telling us that the mirror is auto dimming, which you can turn on and off. And then up top, you've got your sunglasses, you've got your Acura Link, and then your assist buttons, which are going to be like roadside assistance, or if you do need emergency services. And then you've got 2 kind of channels right here. This left one here is for the actual sunroof. The right one is for the shade, so it is a power shade. And what I love about this shade here is, if you're not a sunroof person, some of my customers really don't like sunroofs. If we close it, it makes it not see-through at all. There's a lot of shades out there that you can still see some sunlight up above, but this one here is fully non-see-through. So when you're in the A-Spec, it does have a black headliner, so it is a very dark cabin. For me, I'm a big sunroof guy. I love them. So we'll go ahead and open that back up right there. So to access your hood release is on the left side over here. We're just gonna pull that out. I am. So in the MDX, you do have your 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine with a 10-speed true automatic transmission. You can see here we do have a bit of extra space around. That is to compensate for the MDX Type S, which would have a 3 liter turbocharged V6 in it. But looking around, you've got windshield washer fluid over there to the right. You've got fuse box, battery down below here. Going up top, we can see oil fill. You do have your dipstick over there. And then one thing I always make note of for all my customers is up top you do have 2 hood latches. So when you do close the hood, I typically say use 2 hands, just that way you make sure both of those get closed properly. So guys, that's my walk around on this 2022 Acura MDX A-Spec package. Of course, it's got super handling all-wheel drive, and in this beautiful Performance Red Pearl with that ebony Milano leather on the inside. If you like this video and you want to see more, go ahead, throw a comment down below, like, subscribe. I do also sell Subaru, so I will have more of my Subaru videos coming out. It's just a little bit tougher now that I'm mainly in the Acura building since we just opened a new store. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. It does help me out if you like, subscribe, all that stuff. I know everyone says it sounds goofy now for me to say it, but it is true. It does help me out, and I'll see you guys next time.